Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles, along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
We are back on the Mackey Motors post-game show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors of Lake City and online at MackeyMotors.com. Tonight, Evan Hammer scores 14. I unofficially had him with 5 blocks, a huge steal in the final minutes. Plenty of rebounds tonight. Big effort from Evan Hammer, and let's talk about this one. A roller coaster fourth quarter. I talked to Coach before the game, and he said we've played 3 good quarters or 3.5 good quarters here in the last few games, but the fourth quarter is where things have gotten ugly. Tonight, fourth quarter still got a little ugly, but I kind of joked at one point. I didn't think it would actually happen, but I said they have enough of a cushion, or they have a big cushion, where if they let some things slip by, they should be okay. I didn't mean for you guys to take that too literally. You
jinxed us, man.
You almost let them get back into this one. A 20-point lead down to 6, but eventually you guys do win it by 13. Let's talk about the night as a whole. Just a great win for you guys on the road.
Yeah, it really was. Disappointing last couple of games. Lost in the fourth quarter to North Polk. Lost in the fourth quarter to Rolling Story. They're both great teams, so honestly we were just getting better and better each game. Last Saturday we played a game. They ran a 2-3. They ran it well. Winterset runs about the best 2-3 that I've ever played against. So it was a good preparation. Game plan was just find the high post. Jack's so strong in the short corner. It's pretty much a bucket every time he gets it down there. Trey got hot hitting a couple threes after going like 0 for 9 last time we played him. So that was fun to see. Bryce stretches the court so well, knocking down shots. Tanner just does his thing, man. And I can talk all day about offense, but honestly what I think won the game was our defense. We really stepped it up, our rotations. Dinkla's a great player. I thought we kept him contained. Like you said, they made that run in the fourth quarter, hitting threes. Their center steps out and hits a big one. So Coach is always saying threes won't beat us. We held down the paint. We rebounded well, used our hands. It's just a great team win.
It seemed like you guys set the tone early. Burlaw hit a couple threes very early. I think the very first Winterset possession, you swatted one away. You got one of your blocks tonight very early on. First quarter, pretty back and forth battle. They got out to a little bit of a lead. You closed the gap to go into the second quarter tied at 12. Second quarter, you went on a nice little run from first to second, an 11-0 run. You led by 5 at the half. How were you guys feeling? What was the locker room like at halftime?
We were just determined, like we weren't going to go away at all. So we knew it was close. No matter how up you can get, like they can always come back. So we had that edge on us. We're like, we're here, we're playing, we're good. So honestly, like I said, stress and defense. If we get lazy on defense, that's where they make a run. We can score with anybody, but when we sit down and play defense, that's when we're really good. So we were really focusing on that.
So the defense plays really well tonight. Your offense, I know ADM, your defense played really well, but the offense struggled. I know that was a game I saw you guys at. I saw you guys at Gilbert a couple weeks ago. Tonight it seemed like each quarter had a different kid step up. Early on, Bryce Burlaw, a couple big threes to really put you guys in a good position early on. Jack White, I felt like he played really well in the second quarter, finding holes in the defense. Third quarter, Trey Hunter kind of took over. And then in the fourth quarter, down the stretch, you made some big plays. Trey Hunter steps in with a nice dunk, steal, layup combination in about 3 seconds when that one was pretty well put away. But it seemed like at different points in the game, different guys stepped up, and that's got to mean a lot to you guys.
That's what I love about this team, man. They can take away one of us, somebody else is going to step up. We're so dangerous from all 5 spots, And those are the hardest teams to guard, so I can't say enough about my teammates.
Overall, great win for you guys tonight. Feels great to put that 4-game losing streak to bed.
For sure.
Where do you think this puts this team? Obviously, you've kind of slipped here the last couple weeks, but a win like this feels like something that can really turn the momentum. And it's not like on that 4-game losing streak, everything was going against you guys. It's really a couple fourth quarters, and you guys could be 2-2 or 3-1, things like that. So a pretty, another 3.5 quarter performance tonight, but a victory nonetheless. Final thoughts from you while we wait on Coach Bissen on a great win.
We're right there. You can look at our record, count us out, but I think like tonight we showed we can play with anybody. If we close our games, play defense. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, defense, but we can play with anybody. So this is all just getting us ready for districts, man. You can look at our record, say what you want, but we're a good team and we know it. We can score with anybody. We can guard anybody. We're not going away easy.
Well, congratulations on the win, Evan. Impressive performance for you and the team tonight. Enjoy this one, and best Best of luck at home against Ballard on Friday.
Thank you. Appreciate the coverage.
That's Evan Hammer joining us here on our post-game show. Hammer was Carroll's second leading scorer of the night. He finishes with 14 unofficially. Again, I had him with 5 blocks. Came in with 12 on the season. Puts up a couple weeks worth of blocks in one game. And now we'll talk to a happy Coach Bissen. I joked before, we talked before the game about how this team has played good three and a half quarter basketball here. And I didn't mean to. I didn't want to.
Yeah, what do you got for me?
I was going to say. I'll tell you what I said. I said when Bissen told me that before the game, with a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter, you have to feel pretty good because if something happens, you've got a nice cushion. I didn't mean them to take it literally though. 20-point lead shrinks down to 6, but at that point, there are teams that could just fold, and this team did not. There were some tense moments in the fourth quarter on both sides though. Roller coaster of a fourth quarter by far. What are your initial thoughts on this one tonight? A really nice road win for you guys in the conference.
I think you summed it up. Let's just end the interview and be done, right? We found a way to win on the road. We'll definitely take it. Yeah, I mean, we were really good defensively. We forced outside shots. We did a good job protecting the paint. I felt like they missed a lot of shots, but I'm going to say that it was our defense that was pretty good. And you're right. Was it 20 points is what it was at the most? And you're absolutely right. That could have went any way possibly. And we called a couple timeouts. It got down to 12 or 13. Our guys didn't quite know what to do. Like, are we just going to stall with 3 minutes to go? You know, we had a possession where we just passed it around, and there's 3 seconds on the shot clock, and we looked like we were just going to run it out and take the turnover and be done. But, you know, give them credit. They made probably 6 or 7 threes in the fourth quarter. And we had been saying, protect the paint, you know, force jumpers. And once they finally miss, you know, they're going to miss at some point. We got to get that rebound. And Evan Hammer got a big rebound and got fouled. You know, so give our guys credit. They battled till the way in. Trey Hunter played really well tonight, attacked the basket. Tanner made a big basket late in the game too, attacking the basket. So, you know, it's a hard thing to do when you got that lead and they start making some threes and you want to eat the clock, but you don't want to just completely stall and take you out of your offense. And we had a couple possessions where we were like, what are we going to do? And then finally our guys tried to eat some clock and then still tried to be aggressive and took it to the basket too. So give our guys credit once again. Anybody who's been following us the last 3 or 4 games, they know that we've played pretty well and we just haven't found a way to close games. So regardless of what happened here, we found a way to win. It might not have been pretty, so give our guys credit. They were super excited. This was a good one for us.
You talk about Winterset just not being able to miss shots, but when you're closing out the paint, you're forcing them to take the threes. You're making them earn it, if nothing else. And I think the play that really sums that up, their center, who hasn't attempted a 3 all season, hits one from the corner to make a 6-point lead, or make it a 6-point lead. So that's what you guys are up against, just knocking down shots from not necessarily guys that you expect it, but the guys you don't expect it from too. So nice job to overcome that run. Throughout the night, it felt like there were different guys that kind of controlled things early on. Burlaw, a couple big threes. Jack White, I thought he had an excellent first half. Trey Hunter took over in the third quarter. Evan Hammer kind of down the stretch for you guys with a sprinkling of Hunter there again at the end. Besides those 4, or if you want to elaborate on those 4, talk about some of the key contributors tonight.
Yeah, Evan Hammer is so important to what we do. And I don't know stat line. I heard you talking about his blocks and whatnot, but he's such a good passer from the high post. And we kept saying we got to get to the high post, we got to get to the short corner, and Jack White did a good job of in that short corner spot of drop stepping and scoring. Got fouled a couple times and finished through some contact, so he did a really nice job. Trey, we had a good talk this week. We talked about last game and what they tried to do against him, and we talked about what we can do to counter that. And shooters, when they don't hesitate and don't think about it, can make shots. And he didn't think about it one time, good or bad tonight. He knocked down some big threes. He attacked the basket. Marcus came in, hit a 3 off the bench, maybe even 2.
2, yep.
So he did a nice job. I mean, I thought everyone contributed and did a really nice job. Bryce hit some big threes, like you said. And every time he shoots, I feel like it's going in. And I keep trying to find ways to get him to shoot more. But he did a really nice job of taking care of the basketball too. And even Andres, when he came in, it gives us another dynamic of moving Bryce to the wing and not always just being up at the top of the key. So it was a good team effort, good team win. Anytime you can win in our conference, we'll definitely take it. And anytime you can win on the road in our conference, we'll definitely take it. So I think it was you here last year, maybe when we got beat by 30 or 40 points or something like that 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yep.
So that was a little fresh in my mind before the game. So this is definitely a big win. I love the composure of our guys. I love our guys play with character, and things got chippy, some things were said, and our guys took it like a champ and just went out and played. So really proud of our guys and how they acted tonight and how they finished the game.
Well, congrats on the win. Another big one on Friday. You've got Ballard coming to town. From the first game with Ballard to this Friday, where do you think the team's at, and how that game might shake out?
Yeah, both teams actually have gone through a little losing slump here, losing some games. So hopefully this is turning the corner for us. We put together a pretty solid game, and we got to keep taking care of the basketball. And Ballard's a good team, regardless of the last 3 or 4 games that they played. So they'll be ready to go. They always seem to D us up pretty well and play a little matchup zone and try to switch things up a little bit. So we'll have to take care of the basketball, and hopefully this will get our guys a little more confidence that we can put a full game together and be ready to keep moving forward.
Congratulations on the win tonight. Best of luck Friday, and as always, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for the coverage tonight. Appreciate it.
That's Randy Bissen, head coach of the Carroll Tigers.